Good morning. Good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. It is Wednesday morning, 8:01 here on the East Coast, Ellijay, Georgia. You can always contact the show, 706-889-9700. You can text me there. You can send an email to chief@fetchernews.com. And you can also follow us on all the social media ways there on the screen. So, a lot to, as they say, what do they say? A lot to unpack, an hour and a half. Now, there are so many great moments in the State of the Union address, all right? What do you think? Send me a message, 706-889-9700. What do you think about this? What do you think about the State of the Union address? What do you think about some of the response? What do you think about the Democrat national response given by, and if you're here in Georgia, the failed gubernatorial Democrat candidate Stacey Abrams? But she gave the national Democrat response last night, and obviously you should have known. If you are up this morning and you're not, if you are a Trump supporter, okay? Let's see if we can put it into chronological order. If you support President Donald Trump and you really enjoyed the State of the Union address, and during the State of the Union address, you somewhat felt like you were normal again. You were living, you weren't living in bizarro world, that things were normal again in America, that actually somebody up there in Washington, D.C., amidst the cesspool, as we know as Congress, was actually talking common sense, logic, jobs, growth, America being great, safety for our children, how to stop our hospitals from continuing to collapse under the massive amounts that we have to pay for these services for illegals in this country, the burden on our schools. If you are out there and you felt just things were almost normal again, take that and go with it. Don't let anything happen to it. Take it right into 2020. You're not alone. America enjoyed that speech. America still believes that there's still people that believe there's something normal out there. And the guy that got up there last night delivered it for us. And we don't have in 2 hours enough time to unpack every awesome statement, every genuine statement the president made, and all of the people that were brought into the gallery and acknowledged last night, from World War II to Jewish Holocaust survivors, the little girl with cancer. We don't have enough time. But if you're going to get up this morning, and I'm going to go through some of it, okay? And you're going to already, if you're going to go into the day and you're going to be down because you see number 15, okay? That on some of the news cycles on CNN and MSNBC, number 15 there, they are showing a reference to your president of Richard Nixon. So if you're like me, you got to get, this is January 30th, 1974, MSNBC, which is 3 a.m., which is 6 a.m. The very first picture on Morning Joe is Richard Milhouse Nixon making a plea in that State of the Union that Watergate, 1 year was enough, it needed to be over, and Trump did the same thing last night. If that's going to bother you, stay away from the TV for a day or two. I know you want to keep up with it, but stay away, because last night, the President of the United States, now, I'm going to start with, And I was trying to search for the clip that meant the most to me. How about this? Let's go to number 25 real quick. Folks, that's one that's one Tupperware party I don't want invited to. Woo! And the only guy in the mix there is Adam Schiff. He's over there, Adam Schiffless. So, but last night, CNN, and here's the thing: you're not going to be able to see with this morning. Yes, I had to get up and see what they were saying and listen and watch. I watched them last night for their late night response. Okay, and here is number 24. Just nothing but pure attacks. I mean, I am telling you, I never think there's a day that can be any nastier. I never think there's a day that they can come down any harder on the President of the United States. I don't think there's a day that they could be any more negative, but last night they went for the throat. I mean, the minute Stacey Abrams was done, it was game on, and they have not stopped all night long. This morning, they're tearing it up. Now, here is CNN at 4:08 this morning, Eastern Time, 4:08. So immediately they come out of the box, and we'll look at this in a minute with their reaction, because I don't want to talk about their reaction too long. I want to keep your reaction that somehow for an hour and a half last night, for 90 minutes, you felt almost like America was normal again. Great again, normal again, a guy you might vote for again, somebody that understood your neighborhood. And I don't want you to lose that. You need to take that right into 2020, okay? You got to take that. You can't let today, because this is what they're trying. So CNN said the reaction, Trump pays tribute to synagogue massacre survivor, lawmakers break into chorus of happy birthday, and it was very nice. But here is the reaction. Reaction to President Trump's speech from speech watchers, okay? Very positive, 59%, very positive. Right up to 60, 59%. Somewhat positive, 17%. Negative, 23%. Now look at that. Now, would you think that CNN would come out this morning to show that poll and have a 59% very positive rating of the Trump speech watchers? Absolutely not. Now, we go through polls every single day, and they never put an asterisk on the poll of anything about Democrats. CNN, every time, they put this up 3 times this morning. I watched them put this up 3 times from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. After 6, I don't know what Allison Camerata is doing over there, all right? So anyhow, but 3 times within 2 hours, they put this up, and all 3 times, they verbally put an asterisk next to it saying, but keep in mind, the majority of viewers were Republicans. Keep in mind, the majority of viewers were Republicans with that right there. So we're going to go to the clip. Now, you're going to probably think we're going to have a difference of opinion, but the great thing about it is we're all going to agree on this show, I'm pretty sure, that the speech was awesome. So if I send you out there, that's why I asked you, 706-889-9700, what is your favorite line? What meant the most to you? What policy do you see coming out of it that you really enjoy? Infrastructure spending, whatever it may be. What did he hit home on? The president hit home on. And I'm going to tell you for 2020, I told you this Monday. I said it right here on this show Monday, all right? I watched all weekend long. I told you that there was nothing about the blackface in Virginia with Fairfax. What Northam said on that radio show The Democrats are still spinning, trying to figure out how to get out of that mess. So here is my favorite clip of the night from the President of the United States. Play it, Josh.
There could be no greater contrast to the beautiful image of a mother holding her infant child than the chilling displays our nation saw in recent days. Lawmakers in New York cheered with delight upon the passage of legislation that would allow a baby to be ripped from the mother's womb moments from birth. These are living, feeling, beautiful babies who will never get the chance to share their love and their dreams with the world. And then we had the case of the governor of Virginia, where he stated he would execute a baby after birth. To defend the dignity of every person, I am asking Congress to pass legislation to prohibit the late-term abortion of children who can feel pain in the mother's womb. Let us work together to build a culture that cherishes innocent life. And let us reaffirm a fundamental truth. All children, born and unborn, are made in the holy image of God.
Wait a minute, I'm typing something. Oh, hold on, I'm good. I'm good. Now, that is my piece of the night. Yes, I heard every single thing. I enjoyed him looking right at them and saying these undue, the 19 years, our kids gone to war. Okay, yes, I think it's time to bring our kids home. So Afghanistan, I think it's time to bring the kids home. Syria, I think it's time. I think so many things were correct here. From Syria, the warmongers, the warmongers sitting on the front row with all of their. I don't want to disrespect the military. You know, we love our veterans here on the show. We love and respect you, but we also have watched our kids come home and no legs, no arms, and like President Trump says, something happens up here. They go home to their parents. They're 25, 26, 28-year-old kids, 30-year-old adults, and they go home, and their parents want to know what happened, okay, to my kids. Anyhow, 19 years in Afghanistan. We understand that Iran is evil, okay? I trust the President of the United States. I don't know what you came away with last night, but right here, in an hour and a half, there's so many more A lines. I call their A lines. But this right here was my favorite last night for a multitude of reasons, okay? He has the nerve to stand amongst the cesspool, the evil, okay? The flat out evil. I mean, it's despicable how evil these people and heartless and cold and murderers. Now, let me just show you here, okay? Now, when they were number 25, Go to 25, okay? You see them all cheering? That same group? Those are all women. Except for, well, Adam Schiff, those are all women. But you know what? Not a one of them stood. Not a one. The Democrats stayed in their seat. Not when we were discussing choice. When we were actually discussing murdering the baby. Stayed in their seat. My president of the United States, lawmakers cheered in delight in New York. And you watched that evil, no good grin, okay? Evil, no good grin on Satan himself, Chuck Schumer. Lawmakers cheered in delight in New York. The governor of Virginia, execute the baby after birth. Late-term abortion. He wants something, he wants law that late-term abortion, absolutely not. And born and unborn, made in the holy image of God. Let me tell you something out there. I don't know what you believe today. I don't know how you look at things. But we're going to use 10%. It may be lower than that. Not even 10% of the United States believes in surveys, in polling data, that it's okay to have a late-term abortion and murder the baby. Oh, no, no. You see, what's the word I'm looking for after the baby's born and they kill the baby? What's that term for that? I had it yesterday. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, right? All right, but anyhow, once the baby is born, if there's a survey done, if there's a survey done, and the clip is played from Northam, the governor of Virginia, all right? If there's a clip played there from Northern Virginia, there, Northam, where he says, we keep the baby comfortable, I'll tell you, polling data is going to go down to 3, 4, 5%. I don't know, we'll give it 5%. That's going to be okay with that in America. Infanticides, right? It's going to go down to 5%. And I don't think it's as high as 10 that believe in late-term abortion. And the Democrats showed how evil. Now, my president of the United States stood in the well of a cesspool, an absolute cesspool, okay? And had the nerve to tell it like it is. Now, I told you Monday, I said here Monday, there's a lot on the State of the Union. But I want to stay in Virginia for just a minute, okay? Because I told you Monday, what? That this was the real problem. This is where the Democrats were trying to figure out how to get Northam out. We did the whole timeline, okay? Put number 3 up. This is the governor of Virginia. Okay, this is Northam. He's the governor of Virginia. And we put the whole entire timeline up of last week, getting to the point that a concerned citizen found blackface pictures of him and sent them to a conservative website which published them, and there's outrage from Democrats. Now, Democrats have a big problem right now. Big problem. And that's why the media is working so hard to defend them. Now, I don't want to say forget the State of the Union for a minute, but Democrats are in a mess, okay? And they're trying to figure out how to come out of it because they immediately bypassed the whole abortion issue last week with this governor. But they knew that's the problem. So they went to what they thought could win for them. and get rid of him and get him out of the way because his abortion comments, which are blowing up nationally, all right? You take Stacey Abrams on the national stage, as they call it, this guy's comments went on the national stage. So the Democrats immediately said, guess what we can do? We can come out big if we condemn him over blackface, racism. I mean, Charlottesville kind of stuff. We didn't accept that. We won't accept him. Let's run him out. So after this picture of shoe polish on his face 30 years ago, where people are not as outraged as you would think over it, they were supposed to send a long list out to tell him to leave. Now keep something in mind. Keep something in mind. In Virginia right now, and the Democrats' side of the aisle there is designated power. You do not come up through the ranks as power. Northam's not there if he was not designated the next seat in power. We're talking about the Northern Virginia that belonged to Terry McAuliffe. Look that up. Terry McAuliffe went there to be governor, okay? For no other reason to turn Virginia blue. There's a lot of work in turning Virginia blue. McCabe, all of the Washington, D.C. cesspool rush down to Northern Virginia and live in those areas. So there's been a lot of work in the corruption of the deep state in Virginia that this guy is not accidentally just the best guy for the job according to the citizens in Virginia, the voters. He is the next person in line. That's the way Virginia works in the Democrat side. They've got bigger problems in Virginia and they don't know what to do with it. Now, the blackface, they were supposed to all just send him a message and he was supposed to leave. He didn't leave, okay? And guess what? Now you got number 12 here. You got Virginia Lieutenant Governor and Fairfax. Oh, Lord Fairfax there. So, it was all supposed to work out. This is what happens, all right? And this is where I guess I leave the ground alone. This is what happens when pure, total, evil, I mean godless people do the evil things they do. And then it comes back on them and they're in a mess. And that's what Virginia is right now. Because Virginia has Charlottesville mixed in it. And the media and the Democrats turned that around for evil gain. Okay? Virginia has Christine Blasey Ford, Kavanaugh in it. Right? They don't know what to do. Virginia has murder of children, abortion in it. Virginia's in a total mess because it touches on every single exposure of the evil Democrats that they are. Just pure, godless, evil, no good people. All right? And Virginia's opened that hole up this week. Love the State of the Union. I know we've got the 15th, and we're going to have, on the 15th, we're going to have another shutdown or state of emergency or something for the wall. I understand that's coming up. That's the sensationalized thing that's happening right now. Let them negotiate. I love the State of the Union and everything the president said last night. It was very positive, very hopeful, very constructive. I mean, I really hope we can come out of that with a lot of good things going forward. It touched on every single thing that you and I feel is normal in the world, but the state of Virginia and the Democrats are in a mess, and they don't know how to get out of this box. I'm going to take a break, and we'll be right back. We're going to stay with this just a minute, all right?
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead. The leaves aren't the only thing falling in Jasper. The prices are falling too at Days Chevrolet. Now during the model year end clearance, get huge savings up to $14,000 off Chevy Silverado Crew Cab and save up to $7,000 off new Chevy Cruze. The prices are falling on every 2018 Chevy in stock during the model year end clearance, going on now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
We're more than just $5 medium one-topping pizzas, stuffed garlic knots, breadsticks, bone-out wings, pasta, and new Cinnabon mini rolls. We're the $5 lineup with the best sides for your pizza.
$5 each.
Choose 2 or more, $5 each. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Okay, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. And here's how you contact the show right there. Phone number stays right here, ready to go. If you want to text me, send me any messages. Also, our Facebook page is on there. Everything. You can follow us on all the social media ways there. Now, what I brought up when we started the show, and we'll do it again, and we'll probably do it every half hour till we close. If you felt for 90 minutes last night that you almost lived in things were normal again, that there was actually somebody standing up there within the cesspool. Now that's what amazes me. I got to give this guy credit. This guy walks right into the den of lies, cheating, snakes, the cesspool. I mean, slithering Chuck Schumer up and down the aisles. I mean, he looks like a reptile slithering up and down. And I mean, it's just evil. I mean, evil to the highest power. And Trump walks in and looks them in the eye and says, you are evil, you are a cesspool. And the American people know it. We do. So if you're getting up and all of these things are going on around you that are so negative about last night, don't worry about it. I mean, if you get up and there's a newscast and it's it's going to be negative. It is just going to be, and you stop and think, where do these people live that it's that bad? Okay? There is no way that Trump caused the racial divide in this country in 2 years that they claim has taken place. So let me go through a couple pictures because we're going to get back to Virginia. I want to talk about Virginia a little deeper. So number 13, Trump said, hey, we have more women serving in Congress than any time before, all right? And that's where I told you that's one Tupperware party I do not want to attend. That's where the That was a rough area right there last night with all those ladies there. But more women, the President of the United States highlighted more women, Hispanics, blacks, you name it, Asian. There's not a group in the United States of America that is not seeing record low employment. Record low unemployment. Sorry, unemployment. Record low. Okay. This is the kind of things you're going to see today. Number 14. He highlighted the economy. Now, I do not know how last month, when 305 in December, was it December? I don't know, when, or January, whichever month it was. I don't want to lose track of where I'm going. But the last job report was added 305,000 jobs. This is the kind of things, this is at 3:05 a.m. Pacific time, meaning at 6 o'clock in the morning. All the media is trying to sell you. Trump claims economic successes that begun under Obama. Right there. Trump's trying to take claim for economic Obama success. You will see that all day. You can't let that bother you. You have to keep cheering like you did last night at what you know is the truth. Number 15, associating our president this morning with Nixon. It's all over the place. You just got to be ready for it, okay? Number 18. You know, Fox is the only one that ran an actual positive line this morning, header this morning. Trump, state of our union is strong. That is how Fox opened up at 4 a.m. And as you can see, Nancy had to, work her lips there. She texts the whole time. Nancy was holding up papers and texting and tweeting or whatever underneath it. Number 19. All right. This is CNN at 5 a.m. in the morning. Speech mixes calls for unity and attacks. And attacks? Attacks on what? Trump slams Russia probe, pushes the wall, calls for infrastructure. Unity and attacks. Okay? Number 20. Trump on the border wall, I will get it built, MSNBC. I will get it built. They put it in the quotations there because Nancy's smiling back there like it'll be a cold day in hell. Now, I'm going to put this one up, but I'm going to do a little segment on 9 o'clock on the immigration because I want to go back to this one, all right? Because sometimes I know the Democrats, I don't want to say don't get it, but they're not interested in getting it, okay? They don't pick up what Trump says. Sometimes we don't pick up exactly what is being said. And I want to highlight something that I hope you picked up, but if you didn't, maybe you'll now see, we can see it together a little later in the show. Trump, this is number 21. Trump, wealthy politicians and lobbyists push for open borders while living behind walls and gates. And he said right after that, you and I understand what's happening with this immigration problem. We're going to highlight that. Okay. Number 22. Trump slams ridiculous partisan investigations during State of the Union address. Okay. And number 26, CNN there, 1:05 a.m. Pacific time. Dems cool to late-term abortion ban. Okay? Trump makes no mention of guns, climate change, or Supreme Court. Now, these are the things that they're going around today because number 27. Now, look at the graphic they built. Now, this was last night, right after the State of the Union, okay? House hearings this week. Look at this graphic. Look at that bottom, State of the Union. I mean, the media is evil. And I sure hope that things were exposed last night that you and I know, but maybe to some other people in this country. Wednesday, intelligence expected to vote to send transcripts of Russian investigation interviews to special counsel. Okay? Thursday, Ways and Means Committee will look at proposals and procedures for obtaining presidential tax returns. Now, the president said last night the only way to nosedive this economy is right here. I mean, just partisan investigations right here. They can nosedive it, and they don't care. They do not care. Presidential tax returns. Energy and Commerce on Thursday will have hearings on Trump administration's family separation policy. Remember, Stacey Abrams said a president that put children in cages. The family separation, Trump's administration family, that's on Thursday. This is like a TV lineup event for you. Now, Friday is where they really crank it up. The judiciary, okay, the House Judiciary, public hearings with Acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker. Nadler and his friends are going to act a fool with Whitaker at the Judiciary Friday. And then we'll round out, I think the head of this one is Adam Schiff. Intelligence. Okay? Adam piece of Schiff, okay, will have closed-door deposition of Michael Cohen on Friday. Now, that's the lineup. Look right under there, State of the Union. Look, they had to do that last night. Last night, they could not come out and do anything positive. If you watched any of these, that was last night. And they are definitely nonstop. So, let's go back to Virginia for a minute. And because here's what they're trying to cover up. They do not want, let's go to number 4. All right, now Lord Fairfax got a problem. That's Lord Fairfax over there. Okay, he got a problem. Okay. And Virginia, as I said, is rounding out all of the awesome ways. That's Vanessa Tyson. Now, not to take up too much time of the show, but supposedly, you know, you're going to tell me, well, wait a minute, there's a lot you're leaving out. I've read this, and wait a minute, no, I'm just going to put it in a box because we're going to look at the big picture. So supposedly she is working at this time for John Kerry or the DNC during the John Kerry, and he's working for John Edwards, all right? And they're young, and he is not married, okay? And they're at the Democrat National Convention there when John Kerry and John Edwards are running together, and they hit it off, okay? And they go up to his room, and next thing you know, bada bing, bada boom. There you go. So now this has surfaced that he allegedly forced her into a sexual act that she did not want to do. Let's leave it there, okay? I mean, not everybody's Bill Clinton. So anyhow, this is a problem because she now has representation. And see what they were supposed to do, this guy here, number 3, all right, Northam, The abortion thing messed them up. So these corrupt people thought they found an out with blackface, and they were supposed to, let's go to number 12, that was supposed to move Northam out of the way and bring in Lord Fairfax there. Now Fairfax, let me just say, is the lieutenant governor. So here's the chain of command in Virginia. You have, or the chain of succession. You have a governor. If the governor resigns, okay, there's a couple things that nobody's talking about here. If the governor resigns in Virginia, then Fairfax is now the lieutenant governor, all right? He would move in as governor, and guess what? Then the lieutenant governor would get to pick the next lieutenant governor to serve. So all of a sudden, the citizens and the voters in Virginia would have a governor and a lieutenant governor that were not elected by the people. All right? But that's what the game plan was supposed to be. He's supposed to move out of the way. Lord Fairfax shuffle in from the lieutenant governor's office, pack the stuff, move down the hall. He's now governor. He picks his own lieutenant governor. I mean, the Democrat power hold on Virginia is over. They can get everything out of the way and quiet things down on the whole abortion thing, because this is the bad guy before 2020. Didn't work out that fast, that way. Because what did they do? They ran into number one here. Number one. Seems like this lady surfaced, Vanessa Tyson. And now Fairfax has a problem. All right, so what did they do? They've gone and they can't find Democrats. Let's go to number 5. Okay. I mean, Kirsten Gillibrand there, 2020 Democrats. Now you got to understand, this whole list of Democrats are the ones that are the same ones that sent Northam messages to resign. I mean, Gillibrand's called for his resignation on the blackface. I mean, this whole list of Democrats, zero tolerance for Northam. Zero. But now, they won't say anything concerning Lord Fairfax here, which that's what I call him. 2020 Democrats, that's number mum on Fairfax allegations. Look at that. She is rallying there. Christine Blasey Ford is 100% certain. Kavanaugh lies. Beware. She is leading a rally that Christine Blasey Ford just making the accusation. Now you remember all 3 women were found to be not credible in their accusation. Okay. Number 6. Kamala Harris, no comment. Can't get nothing from her. 2020 Democrats. On Fairfax, we were just supposed to believe Christine Blasey Ford just because she said it. And I'm telling you, their circumstances are different here. Now you have number 7. You have Elizabeth Warren. We all know, if you take the time this morning and you go through all the Democrats that condemned Kavanaugh, all right, for something that happened in high school, not in a yearbook, not pictures, high school, all right, by somebody that could not corroborate anything, even with FBI background checks for Kavanaugh for years. But we were supposed to just shove him aside for Supreme Court and ruin his entire life. Remember the attempt to ruin his entire life, family, and everything? And these low-life pieces of evil, man, exposing. If everything here is used properly, this is the best exposure of these losers in this country. Number 8. There is Spartacus. Remember, Spartacus had his moment? Senator Booker on Fairfax allegations. I think we should be focusing on what's right now happening with the governor. I think we need to be focusing on what happens with the governor. I mean, a woman come up and say something. I know you guys are going to try to focus on a lot of things right now, but right now my focus is on, again, calling for the governor to step down. That's it. Number 9. And then number 10. Now, don't get caught off guard by this one. All right? So when you see 2020 Democrats mum on Fairfax allegations by Joe and Minka, and you see that it looks like the media is trying to call out the Democrats, don't get caught off guard on that. All right? Don't do that. They're not trying to be helpful. All right? So what we have now is where do they go from here? I mean, if the Democrats, see, I'm going to give you the reason that this is the biggest mess they've been in a long time. All right? And they have the media trying to cover it up with negative attacks on the State of the Union address, and we'll get to. And the reason it's such a big mess is number 2. This has them a nervous wreck. That's right. That's exactly right. That has them a nervous wreck. I'm going to take a brief break, and I'm going to explain why in just a minute. Take us a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
The leaves aren't the only thing falling in Jasper. The prices are falling too at Days Chevrolet. Now during the model year end clearance, get huge savings up to $14,000 off Chevy Silverado Crew Cab and save up to $7,000 off new Chevy Cruze. The prices are falling on every 2018 Chevy in stock during the model year end clearance, going on now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
All right, folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. And the way you contact the show, right there, you can tell me what you thought of the State of the Union address, what was your most enjoyable moment last night in the State of the Union address. Did you feel good that for 90 minutes you felt like the world was normal once again with our President of the United States? How did you feel looking down into the cesspool, as we call Congress, that the president stepped right in? I mean, you know, when you get out of there, he must have looked up and said, you know, Mr. President, you got something on your shoe. Yes, I just waded through the cesspool of Congress. What do you think I got on the bottom of my shoe? That being said, you have all the ways you can contact us. Now, I left you with this, and before we go into this, because if you're new to the show, I know sometimes some people leave my subject line only to find out about 3 days later, wow, where did I hear that? And I don't say it with any arrogance whatsoever, but so many of these subjects, when it comes to the evil Democrats, I mean, just out and out evil, despicable people that they are, godless, absolutely, okay? When it comes to this, I pretty well can read their tea leaves, and I'm just telling you, and I know where these people are going, and I could see out in front the lies and the manipulation they set up with the media. So I told you number 2. Wait, but don't put number 2 up yet, okay? Do you remember, okay, when the other night, like Roger Stone was on some show and it became pretty big news the next day, or just talked about a lot, that Roger Stone came up with a scenario of how this whole thing could be to put Hillary Clinton in the White House. And what they would do is they would remove Trump, Pence, Nancy Pelosi would become president. She would make Hillary Clinton vice president, then resign. And now Hillary Clinton is the president that she was supposed to be. Remember that whole scenario? And that's crazy. That's just crazy. Okay, number 2, okay? This happens to be the guy that there's more concern about in Virginia today by Democrats that no one is talking about. They're in a mess. From the governor to Lord Fairfax, they got to keep somebody there because this guy's a problem. Now, before we get back into this, I'm trying to keep an up, all right? So we get the up on the wall. But here's a clip I want to play about the economy, and I want you to watch the cesspool sitting on their hands, betting against America, can't even cheer for any good news whatsoever. So let's play this clip. It's about 3 minutes, all right? Let's play this and enjoy it, get pumped up, and we'll come back and I'll explain why the Democrats are in a major mess in Virginia this morning. Take us there, Josh.
My administration has cut more regulations in a short period of time than any other administration during its entire tenure. Companies are coming back to our country in large numbers, thanks to our historic reductions in taxes and regulations. And we have unleashed a revolution in American energy. The United States is now the #1 producer of oil and natural gas anywhere in the world. After 24 months of rapid progress, our economy is the envy of the world. Our military is the most powerful on earth by far. And America America is again winning each and every day. Members of Congress, the state of our union is strong. That sounds so good. Our country is vibrant and our economy is thriving like never before. On Friday, it was announced that we added another 304,000 jobs last month alone, almost double the number expected. An economic miracle is taking place in the United States, and the only thing that can stop it are foolish wars, politics, or ridiculous partisan investigations. If there is going to be peace and legislation, there cannot be war and investigation. It just doesn't work that way.
If there's going to be peace and legislation, there cannot be war and investigation. They play that clip over and over this morning on other networks, and then they put up Richard Nixon's picture when Nixon said Watergate, a year was enough. Foolish wars, politics, and partisan investigations is the only thing that can drag this economy down. 304,000 jobs. Now, did you notice in some of the standing was Dan Coates? Now, I don't know if you know these individuals, but Dan Coates, his chief intelligence of intelligence there for the president, when they made a total week out of how Dan Coates and President Trump, and he did not trust his intelligence community. Did you see Dan Coates standing? Did you see Susan Haspel? Is that her name, Susan Haspel, the head of the CIA, standing? Did you see the look on the face of the warmongers? Did you see Joe Manchin standing so many times? American Energy. We are number one. They can't even stand up for number one. I just thought that was a great clip, very positive. I told you today, if you felt like, again, for 90 minutes last night, that things were almost normal in this country, and guess what? That feeling you had as you were watching through the TV, you're with millions that had that same feeling. That was so great last night. It was supposed to be a unifying speech, and it was. That was just the best feeling, to know that somebody, there's an adult in the room, right? That's what we've heard, is so much negative reporting on this president. And Mattis, Jim Mattis, and all these people, and Rex Tillerson, you know, there was no adult in the room. Last night, folks, the adult in the room was President Donald J. Trump. Now, getting back to, okay, number two. All right. Now, the state of Virginia, which is a commonwealth, I keep calling it, the Commonwealth of Virginia, okay? It is set up, it's set up much like many other states. There's a difference, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Commonwealth of Virginia, we don't get into that right now. Texas is a republic, whatever. So, but they have a House of Delegates, okay? We call it House of Representatives, but they have a House of Delegates. And in their House of Delegates, they come together, the delegates, and vote in a Speaker of the House. So this is Kirk Cox, and he is Speaker of the House, and he is not calling for impeachment. Impeachment would start through, just like in Virginia, the impeachment process for the governor would start through the House of Delegates. Okay? This is the Speaker. Now, there is a Senate, there is a Virginia State Senate, and the Virginia State Senate is structured the same way like in Georgia. The leader of the Senate is the lieutenant governor. So Fairfax is the leader of the Senate. So on the succession, you have the governor, okay? If the governor resigns, you have the lieutenant governor, which is the leader of the Senate. And then if he resigns, okay, or it went to 3, not he resigns, but let's just say it went to number 3, right here, the House, Speaker of the House, Kirk Cox, would be the next governor of Virginia. All right? Marvin Kirkland Cox is an American politician and a member of the Republican Party. He has served in the Virginia House of Delegates since 1990, okay? Representing the 66th district made up of southern Richmond, suburb of Colonial Heights, and nearby parts of Chesterfield County, all right? Republican, okay? He's a Republican. Now, let's go back to right here. We're going to stop for the day. Number 1, in the state of Virginia, we have our Christine Blasey Ford, a.k.a. Vanessa Tyson. She makes allegations, and it's gonna heat up here. It's gonna be an investigation. There will be an investigation, all right? And Democrats will not. Let's go to number 4. So you have your Christine Blasey Ford, a.k.a., and she's a professor, right? Yes, I think she's a professor somewhere. I'm not going to get into that. Yeah, I think she's a professor. Christine Blasey Ford's a professor. Just coincidence. But she has the allegations there of unwanted sexual advances. We'll see, all right? And then you have Fairfax, the lieutenant governor, all right? He's got a problem. You've got number 3, Northam. He's got a problem. He's the governor. Now, they are condemning. They immediately came out and did all the condemnation they could on Northam there in Virginia. But what did I tell you Monday? It's over abortion, not the blackface. How sanctimonious the Democrats are, they have been trying to hide the abortion issue and say how sanctimonious they are over racism and their zero tolerance for racism. And they tried to get rid of this guy, but not so fast. He's going nowhere right now. Because he knows if he goes, it goes to, he's been set up, all right, and it goes to Fairfax. Now my interest is who doesn't want, who threw the Fairfax wrench that really got the Democrats in a major problem there, okay? The Fairfax wrench is a major problem for them. The same Democrats will not come out and condemn put up 12. They won't condemn Fairfax, all right? And now you have Fairfax and Vanessa Tyson, number 4. And let's just say this. What if both of these two, number 12 again, I'm sorry. What if both of these two? See, we have to believe the woman, right? We have to. I mean, Democrats set these rules. Republicans did not. Remember, Republicans advocated innocent till proven guilty. All right? Remember, Republicans advocated due process. Remember? Remember all those things we advocated? But no, the long list, the same list that has asked Northam to resign over blackface, okay, which is really over the abortion, the same list has not been sent an email for him just to resign because you just have to believe the accuser. They set these standards, their own standards, their own, you have to, 100%. There's not enough time on the show to go through a list of Democrats that say that Christine Blasey Ford was creditable because she said she knew 100%. Now, we couldn't get the FBI to find out anything. We couldn't find out anything else credible, but just because she said it, just because she had the nerve to come out, Kavanaugh was not fit. I see no way, based on Democrat standards, on how Fairfax is fit. Now, based on the Democrat outrage over Kavanaugh and saying that Kavanaugh should not be on the bench today, I see no way that Fairfax is fit to be the governor or even hold the lieutenant governor's job. I mean, even if Governor Northam stays and fights this out, Fairfax, according to Democrat standards, must resign today and leave. He's not fit for that office. So we will see. But what if today Northam resigns, Fairfax resigns? Number two, Virginia would have a Republican governor. That's right. Damn. I don't want to give you the whole I believe in karma thing, so I don't want to get down that road. But what do they say? Karma's a bitch. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
The leaves aren't the only thing falling in Jasper. The prices are falling too at Days Chevrolet. Now during the model year end clearance, get huge savings up to $14,000 off Chevy Silverado Crew Cab and save up to $7,000 off new Chevy Cruze. The prices are falling on every 2018 Chevy in stock during the model year end clearance. Going on now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. All right, let's wrap this up. We have a lot to talk about. Do you know last night at the State of the Union, were you sitting there and when the President of the United States, and we'll go into this in just a minute, said something about border security, said something about America being great, said something about, well, all the things that he was saying. Did you notice, like, abortion? It didn't matter what it was. Abortion, no matter what it is. National security. It was like the evil people out front. Don't you wish we had water? It's like if you threw it on them, you would see them start to, the smoke come off of them because they can't take it. I'm serious. Evil, highest power. So this lady's campaign is over. Number 23, it's over. I mean, Elizabeth Warren, and you can tell CNN does not want, I don't know where I put my glasses this morning, but I got it right here. CNN does not want to, you can tell the Democrats are not going to back Elizabeth Warren. It's just my feeling, okay? How she overcomes this, I don't know. But supposedly the State Bar of Texas, okay, when she registered for the State Bar of Texas in 1986, all right, her race, American Indian, all right, Elizabeth Warren, race, American Indian. She's got problems, people. Don't think this campaign is going to get off the ground. Can't see how anybody is going to support this woman. So that's one. I just wanted to show that briefly, okay? And now last night, the President of the United States, they're not Democrats, they're socialists, okay? They are socialist, Nazi, communist, okay? Yes. Don't get upset with me because people do not like Adolf Hitler Nazi comments at all. And I understand that. You don't like it. You will say there's no way to associate those kind of comments, all right? No way to associate those kind of comments with anything. They're never appropriate. You look at these people sitting on their hands as the President of the United States is discussing murdering unborn children. You go look at the perfect race. Look at Hitler's perfect race. I'm going to stay away from that. Did enough on it this morning. All right. The socialists were burnt to the ground last night. The President of the United States, the Marxists, socialists, communists, all the above. Burnt to the ground last night. The President of the United States said that we will not be a socialist country. They're burned up this morning that polling, CBS polling, says 76% of viewers approved President Trump's State of the Union speech. Okay? 72%. All right? This is a CBS poll. 72% approve his immigration ideas. All right? But you have the networks running out in fronting that, all right? CBS Evening News tweeted out, 76% of viewers approved of what they heard in President Trump's State of the Union speech. 72% said they approved of President Trump's ideals for immigration. So they're attacking, I can go down through here, they're attacking it by saying, hey, you know what? The reason you have such high approval ratings, Republicans are who watched the speech. Okay? So I'm just saying, they're coming up with a reason why it's so high. Now, I want to talk about this, and I wanted to do it for the close. So in case I run out of time. We get into immigration and I pull back I'm somewhat reluctant, and I pulled back, and let me get the clip I want up here. All right. Let me see which one I have here, Josh. Number 21. All right. So, put on your try not to be offended hat. Okay? Put on your try not to say, who the hell is he? Okay? Try not to put on that hat, not to be offended, and just say, you know what? Let's accept, as the American people, the truth. All right, we let it happen. We enjoyed it to a point. Okay, we enjoyed it when they cut our grass. We enjoyed it when they were making the beds in the hotels for us. We enjoyed it when they were building our houses. Now let me try to put on your I won't get offended hat. So let's go to 1984. We have the 86 immigration. It's where I get very frustrated if anybody refers to me racist, one, and that I don't understand what happened in this country where the immigration issue is today. All right? So 1984, Ronald Reagan is president of the United States. The United States is coming out of a disaster with Jimmy Carter. Now, during Jimmy Carter's administration, you and I were not going around and bumping into any construction sites, okay? Any construction sites that had Hispanics, Latinos, Hispanics, Mexicans, okay? So during Jimmy Carter's administration, we were not going to any construction sites and seeing, Jose driving nails. We weren't seeing it, okay? That hadn't happened yet, right? So at that time, we have all these projects boarded up across the United States because the economy's in the dump. Ronald Reagan comes in, the economy starts firing back up. It starts becoming so hot in some areas of the country. And we'll use New Jersey. That's where I was. 1984, I was in New Jersey, man. And I mean, you could drive up Route 1. I'll give it to you as Route 1. You could drive up Route 1, and there was 300 condos there, and 250 there, 600 there. And then you go down Route 27 from Princeton to Somerset to New Brunswick. There was 500 being here. Across the street was over here. There's no way we could get everything done. It was enormous, okay? Now, we went, now this is true, okay? Because I'm tired of the cesspool, all right? So we went, AT&T, all right, went up into Baskin Ridge, New Jersey, and built a massive center. I mean, it was enormous, this thing that AT&T built then. So we come down a couple miles south, and they built this place called The Hills. I could take you there today. 10,000 units. Shopping center, stores, restaurants, 10,000 units right there. I mean, it was all going at one time. And it was like 7 sections, okay? 7 or 8 sections. There was the Hills Section 1, the Hills Section 2. But if you were a contractor, they would not let you bid on the entire project because there was no way you could get the manpower and no way you could produce it. So you can go in and try to get a contract in Section 9, but they wouldn't let you have a contract in 10 or whatever. Was unheard of. That being said, let me fast forward. 1984, we now are moving so fast that it doesn't matter where you go, we cannot get the work done. I mean, there's stacks of lumber. We cannot get the white people and the black people that we had as labor in this country to produce enough work to get anything really accomplished that we needed. Seriously, we had big buildings of building materials loaded, like 40, 50 townhouses. Nobody working on them because we couldn't get people. Guess what happened? The next thing you know, these vans start pulling in, and like 12 Mexicans. Now, at this time, we don't have the Guatemalans yet. We don't have the El Salvadorans. We do have some coming, okay? But we got the Mexicans coming. They're coming. And I mean, they're coming, and a van pulls in, 12 get out, and boom, they go to work. And buildings are going up in the air, okay? Now, at that time, it was the men. And stay with me because this is, I think it's worth listening to. It was the men coming across our border. The Coyotes were bringing the men, not the children. No. That's 1984. Not the children, not the wives, not the grandparents, the men. Now, was there drugs coming across? Yes. That's another story in itself. But men were coming through for the work from Mexico. All right? And they got here and they would go into apartments. And there was apartment projects where they would go in and rent 3 apartments and put like 8 or 9 guys in each apartment. Oh, no joke, okay? But they were hiding, and they were hiding in the shadows of this country. And these men were showing up because I worked with them. I worked with them every men. You say, where are your wives? Mexico. Why didn't you bring them? No, later. No, not now. How many children you have? 4. And I'm thinking to myself, how in the world do you go through? And these guys really came to work for a better life for their family, but they're living without, I can give you personal story after person, without their wife and children because they couldn't bring them. Now, they're all going on Friday, lining up and sending all that money back to Western Union and getting the money put aside for the wife and the children, right? Absolutely. Now, at this time, they would go out at night. They would send somebody. You don't have to listen to me, but I'm the one here right now telling you the truth. So in 1984, they would go out at night and they would send 2 people. They would take cash money and they would send them to the all-night Walmart at midnight. Why? They were all illegal. They didn't want to get caught. They didn't want you to see them. And they wanted to go in and out, get their groceries, and come back. Because they cooked inside. You didn't see them. So in 1984, you were driving by, and this is where, you may get upset. I used to laugh at the BMWs. Well, it's New Jersey, and I'm not anti-BMW. Okay, Mercedes, whatever the hell you want to drive, okay? But I used to laugh at these elitist New Jersey people in their BMW coming by the project, because yes, I worked late, right? Coming by the project of houses we were building, all right, to look at the progress on their home. These white elitist people, okay? And I would talk to a lot of them. At no time would they ever acknowledge or think about that their home is being built predominantly by Mexicans. I know you're getting angry. I don't care. Well, we didn't do that here. Whatever, okay? But I'm telling you, I know what happened. Their homes are getting built by Mexicans. All over. These buildings are getting built all over the United States in the 80s by Mexicans as fast as they can go. So then they go out at night at the grocery store, they take $100 bills, and they fill shopping carts up, and they go back in underground in these apartments. So now let's just say, now it's 1986. And we got to do something. Now think of what date it is now. It's 1986 and Ronald Reagan makes a deal with amnesty for the illegals in this country to get some kind of path to citizenship and become productive members of society, and we get taken advantage of at the border, and we do not get what we need at the border. The deal was not completed, and that's one of the things in 1986, and many people take Ronald Reagan to task over, was that amnesty immigration deal. So I know what happened there because I personally went with, and I'm going somewhere, I personally went with several of these Mexican illegals to immigration. I went to Philadelphia, Dover, New Jersey. I went with these people left and right, helping them become legal. I know firsthand sitting there all day long and trying to get their paperwork done. So what happened now? You got 86. What happened now? 86, 96, 2006, okay? Major, all those guys that came here in 1984 to work. Las Vegas, remember when Las Vegas went boom? You go out there, I'm going to throw a name out, Ponciano. This guy had 32 people with him. Boom. All they did was move to the hottest spots, New Jersey. Las Vegas was booming. The South, Raleigh, Greensboro. Go and look. Raleigh, Greensboro. Go and look at the Hispanic communities there. But what happened? The husbands that came and the guys that came, they sent all that money back. Once the timing was right, they brought the wives. I never forget meeting them. They brought mama. They brought daddy. They brought the kids. Next thing you know, now this first group, they're still hiding. But they start bringing them in and bringing them in. Yeah. Chain migration. It blew up. Now, what happened? You then started bumping into them in the 2000s in the grocery store. Okay, where did they come from? Oh, they've been here, man. You started bumping into them in the schools. Your kids coming home and telling you. 1984, you didn't see it. You didn't see it in 84 because the moms and the grandmoms and the grandpas, they were not here, and the children. Just the guys. They were all coming in by the thousands, actually working, being very productive all over this country on construction sites everywhere, and landscaping, farms, you name it. They were everywhere. But it wasn't till you started bumping into them in your hospital, in the waiting room, your kids in the schools, in the grocery stores, and you all of a sudden said, wow, we got a problem. No, we've had a problem for years. Now you have all of this strain on your schools, on your hospitals, all of your services, and we're collapsing in local communities everywhere due to indigent care, having to pay for education, having to pay for their health care, and we're collapsing everywhere all over the United States. But the people that live behind the walls and the people that live behind the truth, why do you think Tom Brokaw, they freaked out? Why do you think on NBC a couple weeks ago that they absolutely freaked out when he said they need to come in and assimilate more, right? And what did he say? He said brown grandbabies. Now I don't want to get into a racial discussion this morning, but we didn't get a grip on what was wrong with this country. I mean, one of the reasons I have nothing for Bill Clinton, I have nothing for Ronald Reagan's intent. See, Reagan's the last president that understood what happened. Reagan's the last president that understood the men came in to work. Reagan's the president that understood in the 80s we would not have moved this economic engine any further, okay, if we would not have had the manpower that came in. And don't take this wrong, ladies, I mean the manpower. okay? And then right after that, we needed the ladies to come in because we built all these hotels. And the next thing you know, we've got ladies all in the kitchens, and we got of Hispanics and Mexicans, and we've got them in the hotels changing bedding and stuff like that. But anyhow, the point being, Reagan's the last one that understood that. George W. Bush absolutely let it go. I know you're going to say, well, they had Gang of Eight and he made a deal. They let it go. Everybody's let it go. And guess what? There's some people in America out there, that they're in their schools now. Hell, you say. Yeah, they're in their schools. And you're starting to look at the graduation lines. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's just tell it, damn it. Tell it and don't care what happens. Okay? Yeah, I can take it in the yearbook. And I can go back in 1980, 1980s, and, your girls got all your big hair and your hairspray, and you guys got a mullet, not realizing you got to turn it over to lesbians soon, and whatever. But, you see all these white people and black people, and you got your yearbook and everything like that. And you're missing out of the yearbook all these Latino kids, Hispanics. Juan's not in there. Every once in a while you have a class with Juan, all right? So and then you're missing that out of these rural America yearbooks. And then you watch these yearbooks develop, and then you watch the graduation lines. And then you go to some of these counties' graduation lines, and you think, well, hell, I mean, we didn't have but one Hispanic in 1984 that graduated. Now, out of 600 kids graduating, we got 240 kids that's, Hispanic graduating. Well, guess what? Now, not only you have them in your graduation book, don't get mad at me, it's bottom line. You got them in your graduation book. One of them come up and ask your daughter out for a date. You say, oh, hell, what you mean? Well, somebody come up and ask your daughter out for a date. That's what Tom Brokaw said. Don't yell at me. I can back up everything I'm saying by these people on TV. Tom Brokaw said right there, and you know it, and they went crazy in the media. He said, brown grandbabies. I heard that, and I said, oh, I know he didn't say brown grandbabies, right? So now you got the little, white kids, and you got the little, brown-skinned boy, and he asked you out, and the next thing you know, you're asking your mom if you can go to Mexico to visit his family. What the hell? See, that all's happened, right? It's all happened. And we're looking around and saying, my God, we can't afford this anymore. How did this happen? We got to do something. Yeah, that's right. And the Democrats know what they've done. They know that they have made every stride to continue to let them in, continue to let them be here, and give them every benefit that you have as legal citizens in this country, to the point that they know they are interweaving this country all over with Democrat voters. Now, I could care less. I could care less whatsoever. I worked with every single kind I've worked with everybody throughout the years. I could care less. I used to go to construction sites in the morning, and I used to find the unit, we called it the townhouse unit, where they were cooking the breakfast burritos, so I could go check that out. I don't care. I just know what happened in this country. And now we're sitting at a collapse point, whether you want to believe it or not. We are sitting at a collapse point in rural America, in our hospitals, our schools. We cannot pay for this anymore. They are rushing across. See, in 1984, they rushed across. They ran. Okay? They ran. They jumped trains south of Houston down there. Brownsville, Texas, they jumped trains. They hid in the trains, and when they got across and they got so many miles outside of Houston, they had to jump off the trains. They came in, they smuggled in through the nights. They came in the back of tractor trailers, you name it. They ran across that border. All right? Period. But they came here to work, whether it's right or wrong. They did come here to work, and they ran across that border. Now they're bringing the children as fast as they can. And they're bringing the moms and the dads and the grandparents. And you can't sustain it, folks. No matter what you say, you cannot keep up with it. I don't know if I'm very clear on that, but I'm telling you right now, wealthy politicians, lobbyists push for open borders while living behind walls and gates. And it's true. I watched you, okay? I don't care who hates me right now. I watched you pull up in your Mercedes. I watched you pull up. I had my damn pickup truck backed into a $450,000 house that I was managing, and I watched you pull in your Mercedes in the evening and not even thinking about that there probably was 75 Hispanics crawling all over your house that day. You don't know how many were legal, putting on roofing shingles, putting on stone, drywall, you name it. I watched the elite, snobby people in this country living behind your walls. But the regular people out here know what's going on, and we don't want to lose our country. You don't either. You just don't know it. All right, folks, I probably should go on that. I'm going to leave a little early, just a couple minutes, because I don't want to start into something else. I could care less about Abrams' response. Let me just say this before I close. I don't really care about Abrams' response. You and I both know what it was going to sound like, look like, and how she was going to come across. I do know right now we're waiting to see if she's going to make an announcement. I mean, we've been on the air, so she may have. We're waiting to see if she's going to make any kind of announcement concerning running for Senate against David Perdue here in Georgia. That's something we're watching for. Also, keep an eye on Kirk here, all right? Number 2, keep an eye on this guy. Keep an eye on Virginia. Remember, I've told you it's got nothing to do. Virginia has absolutely nothing to do with Governor Northam wearing blackface. Nothing at all. That was the out for Democrats, and they are screwed because their out didn't work out, and that was their, zero tolerance Charlottesville situation that they thought they would end his career. They've got the governor, lieutenant governor now has his Me Too moment, and this guy is a Republican, Speaker of the House of Virginia. And what happens if the other two are forced to resign? Karma's a bitch, Virginia. Terry McAuliffe, hello, how are you? Hillary, McCabe, all of you crooks in Virginia. I'm your host, BKP. I'm out. See you tomorrow morning.